Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and today I'm going to do every single Godzilla fans or maybe newer Godzilla fans a favor, a little bit. Basically, I gotta ask you one question. How many Godzilla movies there are in the franchise? And now you might be thinking, well, there's a lot of them. Well, yes, after this research, I realized there's a little bit too many that I don't even know if I could consume all of them because I haven't seen all of them. As far as we know, there's a lot of movie coming from the black and white era. Up until now, they are made by Toho, and some seems like Godzilla related stuff, but other don't. So today we'll be looking at every single one that existed and count as Godzilla franchise. Here's the thing though. Toho made a lot of movies back then. Majority of them are kaiju related, but does every single one of them related to Godzilla franchise? And of course, each of these movies is not fully connected to one another. It's just some of these movies connected in a way that this happened in the same universe, but it doesn't correlate story-wise. So you don't really need to watch them, but I'm just making this video for those Godzilla fans or upcoming Godzilla fans who wants to watch all of them. So here we go. First of all, obviously Godzilla 1954, the very first Godzilla movies. And I don't remember if there is a colored version, but I already watched the black and white version, and I think that's the best version to look at because it gives off better horror. Because Godzilla 1954 isn't a kaiju movie per se, it's more of a horror movie that reminds us about the war. Number 2 is Godzilla Raids Again 1955, which features Anguirus or Anguirus. I don't remember how they pronounce it, but it's a direct sequel to Godzilla 1954. After that we have Rodan 1956. This is story for Rodan, the bird kaiju. And then we have Mysterians 1957, which is feature Mogura. Since Mogura actually exists in Godzilla franchise, I thought it would make sense for it to be here. Next is Varan the Unbelievable, or just Varan, it depends on the country, I guess. Next is Mothra 1961. I think this movie is pretty solid, pretty nice. Number 7 is King Kong vs Godzilla, not the new one, the original one. And I think this one is have at least better ending. I believe there is no random Mecha Godzilla stuff. Number 8 and 9 is Gorath and Atragon. And some of this information I get is from, I think, Godzilla Millennium theme song, where they said every single Godzilla creature, and this creature that they talk about is indeed in this franchise, even though they never really appear in some of the movies because they're not interesting enough, I guess. Number 10 is Mothra vs Godzilla. 11 is Dogora 1964, and 12 is Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. Next is 13, Invasion of Astro Monster. I believe this is like the very first like a big kaiju battle. 14 is Frankenstein vs Baragon, pretty random, but respect to Baragon for being the most used suit. 15 is Ebirah, Horror of the Deep. 16, The War of Gargantuans. 17, Son of Godzilla. 18, King Kong Escapes. 19, Destroy All Monsters. 20, All Monster Attack. 21, Space Amoeba. 22, Godzilla vs Hedorah, and I think starting here we have a lot of versus movie. Godzilla vs Gigan, Godzilla vs Megalon, Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla, and then Terror of Mechagodzilla, which is a sequel. The Return of Godzilla 1984, Godzilla vs Biollante, Godzilla vs King Ghidorah, Godzilla and Mothra Battle of Earth, Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla 2, Godzilla vs Space Godzilla, Godzilla vs Destoroyah, Rebirth of Mothra, Rebirth of Mothra 2, and Rebirth of Mothra 3. On 37, we got Godzilla Millennium or Godzilla 1999. Then we have Monster All Out Attack, Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla, Godzilla Tokyo SOS, Godzilla Final Wars, and finally we're reaching the point where Godzilla movies is made by Americans. Starting off, we have Godzilla 2014, Kong Skull Island, Godzilla King of the Monster, Godzilla vs Kong, and the newest one, Godzilla X Kong New Empire. But there's also a spin-off from Toho, that is Shin Godzilla, Planet of Monsters, City on the Edge of Battle, The Planet Eater, and Godzilla -1. And all of that result of 51 Godzilla movies. It's clear that there's so much content to watch. I'm not even talking about some TV show, like I'm talking about movies specifically here. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that this video is some sort of way for you guys to gain information regarding Godzilla franchise, and maybe help you to find movies. Actually, I have a website that you guys could check out to watch movies. One of which is Tokozilla. You can watch a lot of tokusatsu there, not just Godzilla, but I feel like Godzilla is probably the most popular there, and there's like a lot of Godzilla movies back then. There are also some that probably on YouTube, because I remember finding Final Wars on YouTube. And also one more is Look Movies, I think. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.